welcome to Healing with a Tarot. Today's readings are all about career path advice. If you're feeling in need of a little inspiration, then please choose one of the cards in front of you, and I'm sure that within this reading you will find some advice to help guide you on your career path. The first card that we have for you is Opportunity. Card reading number 2, Openness. It's written in the stars. And card number 3, Healing Chaos. Okay, my darlings, if you'd like to pause the video to have longer to choose which card calls to you, then please do pause here. Without further ado, let's get on with your card reading, shall we? Hello, card number 2s, and you chose this beautiful card, Openness. I'll just grab the book and we will look up the meaning of this card. Here we are, the secrets of the moon. Now the moon is all, like in the tarot, the moon is all about emotions. And it could be at this time you're going through a lot of emotional shifts and changes in your life. But when you receive this card, you want to be open to receiving. And this is the thing, openness, being open. We often close ourselves down, especially when we're going through emotional tides and changes and shifts in our life. It shuts us down on an energetic level. But what you're being asked to do here is to open up to the possibilities within your career path, to open up to listening to the inner you. Because often we will push ahead with things that we feel are societal expectations upon us, you know. We will follow the money, we will follow the ambition, we will follow a set path that is sold to us by the system as being the only way to go. You know, you work to survive. That's it, you know, that's the accepted premise. But you're surviving, but you're not thriving when you do this, because you're not following your passions, you're following drudgery, because it does become drudgery. It becomes the hamster wheel of life that you feel you cannot get off. But you're being asked at this moment in time with this card to be open to receiving what is for you, to be open to receiving the messages coming from within yourself, that quiet voice that is your soul. So when you receive this card, be open to receiving signs. Be still. It's this card is about doing nothing and being open and breathing, relaxing completely and thoroughly. It's taking a moment, take a step, a breath, you know, take a beat, take a step into the relaxation mode that you so need. Because when we are on the hamster wheel of life and it's spinning around and we're trying to keep up, we're not allowing ourselves to hear the inner voice of our own soul. If you're trying to make a decision, take time to watch for signs and listen to the whispers of the universe. Watch your dreams for messages regarding the situation. So maybe start keeping a dream diary for yourselves about the messages you're receiving from your subconscious mind, which is your connection to your soul and higher self and to source and to your guides, and see what comes through in those dreams for you. Become the sacred watcher. Observe life as it unfolds rather than becoming engaged in it. Be receptive to the messages from your soul. That's what I was just saying, wasn't I? Just about being receptive and open to hearing the messages. And we do this by sitting in the quiet, because it's by being quiet and stilling our minds that we allow the inspirations and ideas and messages from our higher self, from God, from our spirit guides, from the universe to drop down into our mind and take us in a new direction. It will be the inspiration that you need, the idea that you need, that moment By giving yourself a moment for it to happen, it can happen. So this card is the bringer of sacred wonders into your life. Miracles can show up in ways that you didn't expect. And I think that, you know, you've been so bogged down with things that you've given up on miracles. I feel like it's almost like I am stuck in a place where I don't feel like they're coming. Like I'm stuck in a career that I'm not happy about. I'm stuck. And you know, the thing is that when you have that belief of being stuck, well, my darlings, then that you are. How can you be anything but if you're telling yourself that you are? You're pinning yourself down to being stuck because you're not allowing the openness to move forward into a new direction. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. The Death card. Don't panic. Death does not mean literal death. But this is the start of a new beginning for you in this reading today. The death and rebirth, it's a cycle. So it's the end of an old career and the start of a new one. The end of an old cycle to do with your emotional self and your behaviors, and the start of a new cycle for you. New job, new life, new opportunities, new ideas, new focus, new passion, new energy, driving you forward. So let me just have a look at it. And this is a Major Arcana card. Now, Major Arcana is actually destined changes. We just went through an eclipse cycle, which is the cutting of cords of old jobs, old habits, old people, old lives, you know, things that you did in your life that no longer serve you. Everything goes chop, 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 and it gets removed. And we're still very much in that energy. And as you can see, here's the moon talking about this particular cycle. You know, the moon cycles and death and rebirth. Everything has a cycle to it in life. And you are coming to the natural end of one part of your life and moving into another, which is probably why you are here for this reading today. So what does the Death card represent to you in this reading? Well, it is cycle of transformation, having newfound beliefs in yourself, newfound awareness, because we are elevating in vibration. It's newfound awareness about what you want and what you don't want in your life. It's as though you're being pulled out of one level of consciousness and pushed firmly in the direction of a new elevated state that is allowing you to see things from a different angle. So you're on the cusp of a massive transformation in your career, and it's time to mourn the end of one phase while celebrating the birth of another. And you can do this in the stillness and openness. Okay, so taking that moment in the transitional phase where you can actually say goodbye to the old and welcome in the new is going to really help serve you. It's the energy transmutation and rebirth that signals a beautiful metamorphosis that will allow you to expand your consciousness and move closer to your own divine essence. A cycle in your life, maybe your career path or an outdated plan for the future, is coming to an inevitable end. So this is signifying the end of your old career path, my darlings. But being open to the new is going to allow for that to come in. So be open to receiving that which is for you, rather than thinking you have to completely steer your ship. Your ship is already being steered by the universe, by divinity, by the divine plan that has been set in your life for you, by you and your guides and source, you know. So it's all there, already laid out, and you're walking the path. So allow yourself a moment's peace, a moment's rest, to adjust to this new change in direction that is coming into your life. Know that this card urges you to release what is already losing energy. So it might be that you've been stuck on old energies, and you're being asked here to have openness to releasing them and letting go, to make space for what is coming in this new change in career for you. Welcome the possibility of something new and allow this phase to come to a graceful end. Look toward the magic of this newfound horizon, because underneath the morbid exterior, the Death card heralds exciting times filled with brightness of much potential, and new light awaits. So you've got to allow yourself to let go of the past in order to add to the energy for the new beginnings which are already presenting themselves to you. So openness and letting go are very important for you, card number 2s. Very important indeed. So look, 2 of Cups, a partnership. Now I had partnership come out in deck in card 1. And because this message is similar, you may find that you want to watch card 1 as well. But this is definitely a union, a romantic union of love. So it might be that for you, you're going to be coming into a relationship that's going to mean that you're going to be changing careers. So the ending of your old life and the start of something new, which also includes the start of a new relationship, which is going to affect your career path. I mean, the 2 of Cups is about partnerships. It could be that you are going to go into a business partnership, although for this reading, for some reason, I just want to say that it feels more like your union with someone else is going to have you changing so much of your other parts of your life to fit into this new union. This is the catalyst. That's the new beginning. Nine of Wands in reverse. The need to open up and trust people. Holding on to old stories, the need to let go of old battles, the need to follow through and finish what you started, being trapped by your own boundaries and giving up. So it seems like in the past things haven't worked out for you, and you have had I just heard stale relationships. That's what just came to me. Stale relationships that didn't go anywhere. I just heard unambitious. Unambiguous. But, you know, at the end of the day, they were setting you up for this new start. And I don't know why I'm feeling suddenly a feeling of a little bit of nausea in my stomach with this reading. That you're nervous. I feel like you're nervous. I feel like you're nervous about this new start. I feel like you today are feeling trepidation about the possibility of this new relationship and how it's going to affect your career. You're scarred by your past relationships as well, which I think is also affecting your career. Everything colors us and changes us, but they're asking you to have openness about these changes that are coming in your life. And for you, it's dealing with the need to open up and trust people. You need to open up and not just trust people, it's trusting yourself. You know, it's self-love, self-trust, self-motivation, appreciation, because you are worthy of all that is coming for you. And the end of one cycle does not mean you're going to start the cycle over and have the same shit different day, but it's not as though you're going to have that repeat. So don't give up now. You're almost there. You are around the corner towards success. Something may surface that threatens your feeling of security and achievement. It could be this new relationship that's coming in, but it's about the end of a career, the start of a new relationship, dealing with your insecurities to do with these things. It's a challenge to be open, to be present, to allow, and to release all that is blocking your chakras, blocking your energy channels, blocking your receiving of this new life, because life is going to change for you, my darlings, in a multitude of ways. A lot of changes coming in for number 2. So don't see this minor declaration as a symbol of failure. Step into your resilient last stand. One final push to complete this task, and tomorrow's stunning light you can rest. So basically, it's not about, you know, one thing finishing is failure. You know, you're making room for new energy. So don't see the old as a failure. Don't see past relationships as a failure, because nothing is a failure. Everything sets you up for the win. Every time you have a challenge, it sets you up for the win. Every time you have a change, it sets you up for a higher vibrational path of existence, happiness, joy, abundance. Gratitude. Have gratitude for these changes, because they are coming in to help you. They're coming in to adjust you, to put you on the path that you now have to walk towards your future, a future relationship, a changing job, and also letting go of old paradigms and damaged thoughts and behaviors that have kept you back from this new path that's opening up. It's about letting go, about being in the open. So we have at the moment disharmony or disputes, miscommunication, struggling in your relationships, unrealistic expectations, not feeling worthy of the love, or overwhelmed by the delay of it arriving in your life. But this is all fear. These are fears. This is fear. These are fears about this and about the end of this and the start of the new, and how these relate to you and your past and your future. And you're worried that your past fears are going to affect your future, but they're not. You have to be open, okay? It's written in the stars, my darling. This is your destiny. It's written. It is, so it is. So it is written, so it is, right? You have new things happening to change the dynamics, to allow for spiritual growth, to allow for your career to take a new direction, because you need it. And you also are having this new person come into your life at the time of your career change, because they are going to help you on your path. They are there to support you on your career path, because you and them have a destiny together. But you have to let go of the old. These represent the old, not the new. This is not where you're going. This is where you have been. You're being asked to look within. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. She is the spiritual connection to the heavenly realms. I will read you the meaning of the High Priestess. Dreams. Ah, ha ha! You are being asked again to look at your dreams. The powerful visions that you have, your psychic insights, serendipity, meditation, by being open and going within, allowing for that sacred space of quiet. It always marries up, every reading, and sometimes I will look at the cards and I'll go, how is that going to fit together? And it always does. Like, spirit always surprises me with what they come up with. But, at the end of the day, this is about your intuition. It's using your intuition. Start listening to your gut, start listening to your heart, stop listening to the anxieties and the fears and the worries and the boundaries that you keep setting yourself in your head, because you're the only obstacle keeping you from your own happiness. Your fears of the past relationships and the past struggles you've had in jobs and in romance are going to be the things that are keeping you from your new destiny, if you don't allow to let them go, acknowledge them, release them, make space for what is to come in, and that is done through listening and being at peace and allowing for that space to happen. Because at the moment, I feel like you've got so much going on that you're not allowing your brain to just switch off and allow for a minute for your soul to just tell you, this is for you. You don't need to be afraid of this. You don't need to be worried about this. You don't need to be a prisoner of your own mind. You don't need to worry that this is all going to go and the crap's going to hit the fan, because this one is for you. This is your divine union. Just came to me, divine union. They're saying to me that this is the divine union of two souls that are meant to be. The changes that are coming into your life are meant to be, and to accept them and to embrace them. Yes, there will be challenges, but if you use your intuition, if you use your psychic insights, because card number 2 is you are highly psychic. You are very sensitive. And I just heard empathic as well, you're empath. So start using the gifts that you have been given to help you release this and embrace this. Okay? Now, I've got a couple of oracle cards for you next. We have the Horse King, assistance and control. It feels to me like as though you are a bit of a control. Please don't shoot the messenger, but maybe a bit of a control freak. Okay, you like to know what you're doing, where you are at all times, to have things planned, like with a military precision almost. Maybe you're in the military, but you know, you do things on a clock, on a schedule, and not everything in your life can fit on the clock, on a schedule that of your own design, because it's divine timing and it's divine assistance. I'll read you the meaning for the Horse King. And this is the ally. So he comes to you as an ally today in your reading. And the Horse King always comes to lend you the power to go the distance. You see, if I was to put him here, it's to go the distance, to overcome your fears and your barriers. You know, forging ahead, whatever the weather. You'll most certainly reach your destination with this noble ally. He lets you know that some person or circumstances brought through synchronicity will certainly appear to help you with your endeavors. Look, there they are. This is the person appearing in your life. This new relationship is they're gonna help you with your new endeavors. Now, it could be, as I said, a business partnership, but for some reason I feel like this is in this pile. The first pile was business, but this one is actually a relationship, a romantic relationship that is actually going to help you on your career journey. And one triggers the other. Okay? They will certainly appear to help you with your endeavors. You aren't meant to go through this part of your journey alone. Okay? You can't make this stuff up. Seriously, you cannot make these messages up. It's brilliant, isn't it? This is also an important time to delegate authority to others so that they may assist you. Currently, you're magnetic to powerful people who are in a position to help make your dreams come true. So if you do have people that can help you on your career change and your career path, they're there, then utilize them. Don't be a control freak. As I was saying about delegate. A good manager, a good career, someone who's good at their job delegates, especially when you have people that you can help you. So don't be afraid to enlist people on your journey at this point to help you. And it's not weak. I don't know why I want to say that, but I just felt like I needed to say it's not weakness to ask for help. Okay? The Horse King asks you to remain open to those who are sent to aid you and uplift you. You can be assured that you will be lifted up and will ride into victory on your new career path. I mean, this is a really beautiful reading. The resting tree, patience and stillness. So we've got, yet again, another message that was within the message. So the resting tree, openness, asking you to be open to receiving, be in the stillness, be in the peace, have patience. See, stillness again, stillness, openness, patience. Because obviously, if you are a bit of a control freak and you are a bit of a taskmaster in your own life, and you're a bit of a workaholic, and you want to succeed, you want it all now. But the reality is, you can't have it all now. It takes time. It takes patience. And what's happening? I just saw chess pieces, and I saw that everything's moving into position to help you. Okay, at this time. So the resting tree comes to you as an ally in this reading. I shall read you the message for it. The resting tree is a sign for you to stop focusing and planning. Same message again as the first message you selected today. So this is definitely the message that is coming through for you in this reading, okay? That, you need to be at peace in this moment. This is the representative of non-action and relaxation. Patience is the key to being with this ally. The resting tree asks you to slow down, sit back, and watch the roses bloom and the birds feed in the meadow. This isn't the time to forge ahead in any way. You may not be taking enough breaks, so you're invited to be still and contemplate your good fortune, even if it means blessing the chaos in your life. And you've got a lot of chaos in your life right now, which I sort of picked up, didn't I, with the hamster wheel, and things just seem to be constantly challenging you. But I feel like that, we've got the end of a situation coming in so that it makes room for passion and purpose in your life. A new relationship, career change, letting go of the old, using your own innate spiritual gifts to help you in the silence find your path. People will be coming in to assist with that path, and it is up to you to let go of the old anxieties to make room for the new. So when the resting tree appears, it signals you've done all you can do now, and it's time to unwind and allow your story to unfold on its own accord. You see, let go of control, let it unfold on its own accord. You earned the right to rest and relax. We all need to do it at some point, and I know that this world is very demanding because it's been designed to be that way at the moment. So it is about us taking control and autonomy of ourselves and our lives and seeking out the things that give us joy, pleasure, peace, and passion. And you're being asked at this time to allow, through rest, relaxation, patience, and for the purpose to come through, because it is going to happen. You are going to be changing your career. You are going to be going into a new relationship, and you are going to be letting go of the old in order to make space for this new. You are psychic, okay? You have that intuition about you that makes you good at being around people because you can read people really well. You're very good at picking up energies. And so it's about picking up now your own energies and your own inner peace and listening to the quiet words that come to you from the universe in that relaxing space, because it's going to bring forth this. Amazing ideas will come if you rest and relax. Remember the ancient saying, we do without doing and everything gets done. So that's a good motive. It's a good motto for you to have. We do without doing and everything gets done. Right, I've got some messages for you from, hang on. So I've suddenly got massive loud ringing in my ears. Okay, right, I can start again now. Sorry about that. Right, live your life with both feet in. Commit fully to being here. And look at that. Right under the new relationship. So you've got to get over your fears, because in order for you to have this new start, this exciting life, and it is going to be an elevation in your life, this new career, this new love, that's your divine partner, this is your divine counterpart partnership. Okay, this is the destined one for you, the happy ending. Relationships have their ups and downs, but they're the one that is for you. Okay, you've met them. And what's being asked of you is to live your life with both feet in. Commit to fully being present in this relationship. Don't give it only a minimal focus because you're too focused on the career, or you're too focused on your worries. You're too focused on, other stuff, because you're being asked to fully commit. I mean, even this looks like an eye looking at you. Look at the whole situation. Understand that when that person arrives, they've arrived to help elevate you. They've arrived to support your career, to give you new focus, new passion, new energy, because people energize us with their energy. And over the top of the Nine of Wands, give yourself credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing rather than seeing it all as a failure. Okay? Past relationships, what your exes are saying to you, what other people are saying to you. Stop caring about what they think. This is your life to love and live. And you're about to go through some major shifts and changes because they are necessary for your spiritual development. Okay? There we go. Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind you for good. You can't this message is so clear, is it not? You are going to change your career because of this relationship. This relationship's come in. You're being asked to commit to this because this is the one. You're being asked to let go of your past fears and bad relationships and let go of that old energy to make room for this amazing new life that's going to come in. You're going to be happy. Okay? So say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Right, let's clarify this reading. We have Inner Vision. Oh, look. Inner Vision, the High Priestess, who represents the psychic and spiritual higher self and mind. You're being asked to use that. Cut through the fog of confusion with your power of discernment. Well, as I was saying, this whole reading is about your discernment. It's about opening to listening to your discernment, letting go of the hamster wheel in the mind, of letting your ego control what is not controllable, because it's in the trying to control what is not controllable that the frustrations and the anger and the hurt and the stagnation comes into play. And you're being asked for your spiritual again, same message. You're being asked to use your spirit link to be aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. So this is about your higher path, your passion, your purpose. What did you come to do? What did you come to Earth to do? And I wonder if you've been asking yourself that very thing, like that things have not been serving you in the past and your soul's been crying out for something that fulfills you. Well, it's coming. But in order for all that is for you to come, you need to make space. And that's acknowledging that it will come if you allow it. Okay? Using your divine gifts, because as I said, pile 2, you're highly psychic, mediumistic. I wouldn't be surprised if you were mediumistic. And had, a line to the divine that was, pretty spot on. But I don't know if you're aware that you're doing it, but you certainly have that. And find the final message, Feather of Hope. Grasp the feather of hope, a delicate symbol of upward promises and uplifting future. In order to give yourself a better future, you have to believe that the future is possible, because you are what you believe. So what you believe, you perceive. And what you perceive, you bring into reality. And so for you, it's about dropping the old and making room for the new, allowing the space for the new to drop in, being aware that you are meeting your divine counterpart. You are going to be starting a new career associated with this relationship. The two are going to go hand in hand. Not necessarily at the same time. One might come before the other. I can't tell you what order this is going to come to you in. However, I can say that this message today, I think, has been extremely clear to you. And I hope that you find something in it that resonates and that you can take with you on your way. Namaste, my beautiful darlings. I'm going now. My love to you all, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.